fall again and I put that on me. Feel away my heart all on my sleeve. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 45 yards.
New England.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Browns nothing. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 20. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Mike 22 is coming, 22 is coming. Mike, strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Off the RPO, he completes it. As a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Four down. Mike 52, Mike 52. Come on, dude.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. And it's a 14-yard pickup, but it'll still be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, Humphrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Wyatt. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 30. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Wyatt. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Let's go, D.
On 2nd down, Humphrey. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Field goal. A 45.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the year.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete.
The pass.
It's a big play there for the Patriots. 48 yards.
That's good concentration right there, and he did a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. And it certainly doesn't hurt that at 6'5", he's got a big wingspan that allows him to go up and complete that play.
They'll run on first down. Rose. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
Second and 11. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Patriots 14, Browns 3. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21. Bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
152. 152.
Operating from the gun. Wyatt. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Patriots 14, Browns 3.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. from the gun. Wyatt, he's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
First down. It's Rose. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. And his throw is incomplete. The tight end, Dalton Keene, the target. And now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe. Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot to tap.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll run on 1st down. Humphrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down right at the
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Wyatt. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is. And
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
52's the mic right over there, right? 52's the mic.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Third down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 for the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Patriots take over.
4-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times. but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Quez Watkins, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
24-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
To throw again, Wyatt. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Operating from the gun, Wyatt. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
By the Patriots. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Throwing on first down, Wyatt. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. From the gun, Wyatt. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wyatt, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 38. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come on 1st and 10 at their own 43. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
2nd and 11 now.
36-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rose. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A gain of 6 yards.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Complete to DJ.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Quez Watkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
His kick
and he puts it through.
Makes the score Patriots 31, Browns 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. 23-
yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
47-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 52 is the mark, boys. 52. All day, dog.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Patriots' 47-yard line.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Operating from the gun, Wyatt. This one caught by Isabella. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 24-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Off the play fake, Wyatt. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wyatt, this will be caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jalen Reagor, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns get a score closer. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Now a give, right side. Rose. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rose, and he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
36-yard line.
Back to throw. Wyatt. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Rose, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 2nd and 9 now. And incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
3rd down.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Max 22, Max 22. Here we go, here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
5-yard line.
Throwing again. Wyatt. That ball complete to Isabella. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Let me know right now, you bet free. Mike 22, he's coming, 22's coming, Mike. It's got to be a...
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wyatt, that'll be caught. Rager with it. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Wyatt. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question in my...
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're going to run this with a tight end. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw here.
And that one complete to Keene, the tight end.
The pass.
Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty.
12 brings up 2nd down at the 25-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory, but that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? We didn't really lose. Time just ran out on us. That's the attitude they have because they don't see it happen very often. Not even sure how to handle it.
And you see some stunned faces heading for the exits here in New England. So for the Patriots, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.